What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another late night in the BrewLab with me, Lone Fox, your Brewmaster-in-Chief. And tonight, in the BrewLab, I'm coming at you with a little bit of a doozy. But before we jump into tonight's brew, I just wanted to preface with a little bit of news and announcements. I've put a poll up on my channel. It is, if you go to the YouTube channel, and there's all those tabs, you click along to the community tab, and you'll see the poll there. Please go cast your votes. Standard is starting to feel a little bit stale, even though I have a lot of creative stuff that I keep throwing together, just like brews that seem great, but I just keep getting just destroyed by the usual suspects. The top tier decks are there, and they're not going anywhere for now. It feels like we're gonna have to wait until March of the Machine in sort of early April. For things to maybe get shuffled up a little bit. So until then, I've opened it up to you, my subscribers, to decide. There's the options are Explorer. Should we jump into some ranked Explorer content? Standard events, or do we just want to continue to try and crack Standard and see if there's anywhere we can still push the meta before the new set drops? So please go cast your votes. But that's it as far as news and announcements. And so without further ado, let's jump into tonight's brew. Simply called the Boss and his Forge. Keep playing with the Forge, guys. I can't get enough of it. I keep jamming it. This is definitely like in the more sort of serious jank category, but surprisingly good. I've been getting like the win rate's like 56, 58%. I've been playing a lot of matches with it though. This is like the 10th version. I've been initially there was Drivnod in the deck, the Black Dominus, but unfortunately, this card says this ability triggers only once each turn, and so I wasn't able to get the double triggers off the Forge Boss that I was hoping to get, and a few other things that I ended up just cutting the Drivnod. This felt a lot more consistent and stable. So, the Forge Boss. Whenever you sacrifice one or more other creatures, Forge Boss deals 2 damage to each opponent. This ability triggers once each turn. So, they're non-legendary. You can put multiples of these on the battlefield, and whenever you sacrifice a creature, you ping the opponent for 2. Aside from that, they make a fairly decent chunk blocker. The 4 toughness is very nice against things like mono red, etc. So also quite nice to stabilize in that sense. So how many sacrifice synergies could I squeeze into one deck? Well, there are many. So let's take it from the top. First off, of course, Eaten Alive. Amazing to run in a deck that you're trying to sacrifice things with, because of the additional cost to cast it, you need to sacrifice a creature. And then you get to exile. Exile, very important these days, a creature or a planeswalker, which is great. It is our only sort of directly planeswalker removal spell in the deck, so just be aware of that. We do also have Brotherhood's End, which hits walkers too, but only for 3 damage, so it might not be enough. Eaten Alive nails the walkers, and with a lovely exile. Of course, in the late game, if you don't have a creature to sacrifice, you can just pay 4, and you can still just do it, which is fantastic. Then onto the 2 drops, we got 3 copies of Go for the Throat, 3 copies of Abrade. That's been sort of my new go-to split. To sort of handle a bit of everything. We can deal with the Flesh Gorges of the meta, the Bank Busters and whatnot. And if the opponent's not playing those things, then we can just do 3 damage to a creature. And then if they're playing Shield Reds, Vindicators, Obliterators, all of these like must remove, 4 drops, bam, we've got to Go for the Throat. So our removal package is quite nice, especially when you combine it with the Brotherhood's End, which will help us deal with things like mono red, soldiers, and all these little toxic decks and things. The 3 damage just usually wipes the board with those types of decks. The nice thing is the Forge Boss has 4 toughness, so it doesn't hit the boss, and our Body Dropper, which we'll get to in a second, can grow. It gets +1/+1 counters, so usually by the time we're playing Brotherhood's End, it's already bigger than 3 toughness, and it'll survive as well. Our other 2-drop is the Riveteers Requisitioner, which is fantastic in the deck, because it's got Blitz. So Blitz is worded, I won't read the whole thing, but basically you sacrifice the creature at the beginning of your next end step. So again, whenever you sacrifice something, ping ping, ping ping with the Forge Boss, as well as just all the other good things it does. Draws you a card, makes a treasure token. It's also a 3-power body that you can sacrifice to Ob Nixilis, which is fantastic. There's so many nice things about the Requisitioner, but it doesn't end there. If you go turn 2 Body Dropper, turn 3 Blitzer Requisitioner, you swing in for 5. By that end step, you sacrifice the Requisitioner, you put a +1/+1 counter on the Body Dropper, and you get to draw the card and make a treasure. Just amazing. Then, talking about the Body Dropper, note that it is a devil warrior. So if you don't remember, Ob Nixilis' +1 says that each opponent loses 2 life unless they discard a card. If you control a demon or devil, you gain 2 life. So in most games, you'll do your thing, and we've got many ways of doing this, where you casualty mechanics, sacrifice a creature, and then depending on the size of the creature you sacrificed, the amount of loyalty Ob Nixilis has. So, usually you're doing it with your 2-drop, and you get 2/3/3 requisition Ob Nixilises, and you have to -2 one of them and plus the other one, because you want to get the life gain and make a little chump blocker to protect your Ob Nixilis with. Well, if you have the Body Dropper in play, you don't need to -2 all the time. You can sometimes just plus with both of them, which is quite nice against a lot of decks, and you'll still gain the life because the Body Dropper is a devil. So very, very important thing to take note of, which I kind of learned by mistake. But the sack synergies don't end there. We've got a full playset of the Morbid Opportunist, so whenever another creature dies, you draw a card. So that's our card draw engine alongside the blitz of the Requisitioner. That's the only way we have of drawing cards, so just use it, play it at the right time, try to get the most advantage out of it. the Forge and his boss. So here's the Forge, that's the boss. Of course we're playing Urabrask Forge, guys. This makes perfect sense in the deck. At the beginning of each end step, you're sacrificing these Phyrexian Horrors, and every time you do so, counter goes on the Body Dropper. You ping the opponent for 2 with the Forge boss, you draw a card with the Opportunist. It's so nice. As well as being often, this thing will just sit on the board for 4 or 5 turns. It gets so big, then you use the Phyrexian Horror as casualty fodder for the Ob Nixilis' casualty mechanic, and then you get a huge Ob Nixilis and you can just ultimate right away. Loads of cool things about the Urabrask Forge. And the last thing I want to add is that I put a sneaky one of Mycosynth Gardens in the deck, which will allow us to copy the Urabrask Forge, so we can sometimes get an additional copy going without having to find one in the library. And that's the deck, really. Nothing much else I need to add. Yeah, I mean, turn 2 Body Dropper, turn 3 Requisitioner, great. Turn 2 Body Dropper, turn 3 Forge, great. Turn 2 Requisitioner, turn 3 Ob Nixilis. I mean, there's loads of great lines that set you up for a nice game, and you end up being fairly decent against aggro because of the Brotherhood's ends and the life gain from Ob Nixilis. Bunch of dual lands, some basics, one of each of the legendaries from Kamigawa. Let's jump into some games. See how the deck performs on the Mythic ladder. Been tanking my rank just a little bit. Testing all kinds of jank for you guys, but, it has yielded some fruits. I have some sweet brews lined up for the next couple of days. Of course, if the vote ends up going for Explorer, then some of them will have to be put on the back burner. But I won't just go straight into only Explorer. I'll probably do a bit of both. Oh. Bant? Or is it going to be Domain? Okay, just appears to be mono green so far. Oh, definitely gonna Brotherhood's end this board before they can use that ramp. Please play another cheesy 1-drop off of the Llanowar. Oh. No, I have to do it, unfortunately. I'm just too worried about that ramp. Whew. All right. I was wishing for another land. I didn't want it to be a tapped one. The only flyer green has right now, except for the backside of Jugan. Pretty scary with the death touch. I would really love to top deck a Eaten Alive to deal with that in one fell swoop. Potential 5-drop incoming. Or a fight spell. Wow.
The will of the woods is made manifest. Even in defeat, we grow.
Oops, sorry. Guess he's gonna swing with the Skura eventually. Oh, he's got... What? Okay. So let's kill this. Draw a card. Let's kind of force his hand a little bit. He can only kill one of them.
Defy me, and you'll lose everything.
Maybe he's got Master's Rebuke or whatever it's called. Ah, that's interesting. Bye-bye. Cool, man. I felt like I played that pretty well, like identifying the need to get rid of those ramp. Otherwise, we would have had probably some really big bad things coming our way. Beautiful single malt, 12-year-old. Cheers. Any other single malt lovers, hit me up in the comments. Definitely my drink of choice. Okay. We just need a land and we're loving life. Oh, not mono blue. Anything but mono blue. Oh my god. Man, it's coming back. I'm running into this more and more often again. Extremely frustrating. We need to like get a hold of 2 go for the throats and have them ready, and even then it's not guaranteed at all. So boring, man. Just so boring. Like, just the stupidest deck ever. Another make disappear? Come on. It's just ridiculous. Oh wait, do you also have Fading Hope? Ah, I wouldn't be surprised. Symphony of Barf. So boring, so boring. Grow a pair of balls, play actual Magic. Oh, deep breaths. Let the salt flow through you. What? That was my one chance there. Wait, he drew a counter, no. I mean, there's still Fading Hopes to deal with. Here comes the gigantic Talarian, whatever the hell. Oh, the gym. Oh, cool, man. So cool. Oh! Wow, the Forge got through. I doubt we can race this crap, though. Ugh. Literally my least favorite matchup by a long shot. Like, I'd almost rather play anything other than this crap. There he is. Oh, look. Looky here. It's the Talarian rat. At least we get the copy anyway, because you can only counter one. Ooh. Okay.
Notions of morality. All that matters is your power. Punishment is my entertainment. Pleasure doing business.
Will he swing for the Ob Nixilis? Goes for the face. So this is our last chance to win, I guess.
Your punishment is my entertainment. Pleasure doing business with you.
Whew. No, it's now or never. so boring. There's literally nothing worse. Like, I would rather play against any deck than mono blue. Jin. Like, mono blue, fine, there's been other versions in the past, whatever, but this version of mono blue, it's like 50 counter spells, 4 copies of Jin, 4 copies of Tolarian Terror. Alright, let's hope we never have to face that again tonight. Nah. I'm gonna mulligan this one. Much better. Simic Toxic. Still need to do Simic Ramp. It's been a while. Oof, saved by the bell. Played the wrong land at the beginning. My bad. Fortunately, we drew another untapped source. Okay, it's gonna be the 4-mana dude with ward, unfortunately. The Kraken. Did I... Oh, okay. Sultai. Fortunately, not the best hit. Woohoo! Bye-bye. I need to like hard cast stuff. Get in there for 7. Draw a card and make a treasure. I like it. I like it. Requisitioner is a severely underplayed card. You could be casting a Titan this turn, so that would be bye-bye our game plan for sure. Forge dead. Nothing that can kill the Titan in hand. Here it comes. You ready? Oh. Okay. I'll take the 7 before it becomes 8. Bugger off. We have lethal if they have no answer. Another Flesh Gorger would be a big problem. Of course. Oh, baby. Scum Junker. Okay, so Sultai rigging. Nice. Oh, that's game. Unless he's got some sort of thing. Whew. Nice. Those 2 eaten alives were just beautiful. Beautiful. 1 mana, exile something. Tch. I wonder if he even was playing Titans in the deck. Oh, we got a message from Watsy. Ah, yeah, wow, okay, the championship's on. Unfortunately, it's in formats I'm not too interested in, but I'll definitely go and tune in a little bit. I believe it's Draft and Explorer or something. However, the top 2 get invites to Worlds, so it's pretty important. That's 100% mulligan. What? Oh no. I mulliganed the wrong thing. Oh no, man. Misclick. That's devastating, man. Absolutely devastating. That was a great hand. I pressed the wrong button. What a noob. What a noob. Terrible misplay. My goodness. Okay. The Forge is great against black because they have no artifact removal. Especially if you can just land it on turn 3 like that. They can quite quickly get away with the game. I don't see why you wouldn't eat your own sleeper. Hopefully it's not shielded, then I'll really bite myself in the ass for playing that. Go for the throat now. Nice. Does he swing with the Bankbuster? Of course he does. Now we can blitz in the Requisitioner. Or do we? I think I'm gonna just play it. Save that. Oh man, misplay after misplay. I gotta slow down. Slow down. Focus. Oh wow, let's go Gari. So fun. Don't we just all love Invoke Despair? Best card ever. Invoke Despair just completely runs all over our face now. Alright. Terrible luck. And by the way, hashtag ban Invoke Despair. Just gentle reminder. Slightly sick and tired. Hey, didn't I? Sick and tired of that card. Whew. Would definitely be completely okay with that being banned forever. Not amazing, but I'll keep it. Would have preferred a forge or a requisitioner. This time we won't play the wrong land. Ooh. Mega Mulligan. Oh, okay. This is going to be easy mode. People still be playing wolves. Definitely need to get rid of that. Not entirely sure why you would swing. Oh, I was really hoping for Tovolar. Let's draw another card. Yes, yes.
I'm gonna remake this town in my image. Defy me, and
Double
you'll
plus because of the
lose
body dropper.
everything. Your punishment is
Beginning
my
of combat on your turn,
entertainment.
+2/+2. Fine, you can take out one of my Ob Nixilis's. I have another one in my hand. Switches back to day. Double Howling Moon. Wow.
How dare you destroy what I've built? By coin or carnage, tribute is owed. My revenge will be cruel and painful. I don't need respect.
GG.
Just obedience. Defy me, and you
Nice.
lose
I mean,
everything.
werewolves. Werewolves mulligan down to 5. Easy mode. Easy mode. On to the next one. How are we doing for time? Okay. Probably approaching the last couple of matches. Lethe. Double Forge. Sign me up. On the play, Double Forge, sign me up. That kills forges. Now I have no idea what's going on. Morbid Opportunist blocks Talia. What is going on? 5-color humans? Joda shenanigans? Draw a card. Yeah, there's a very high probability that it's some Joda shenanigans, but Eaten Alive looking great. We have to take out the Mire first. You can exile her. May just go for like definitely gonna play out the body dropper here. May just go for the adversary next turn. Yeah, it's definitely Joda. I get a sneaking suspicion there's a Joda in my life. Jitmere. Not a human. Very, very frustrating. Okay. An untapped land would have led to also getting rid of the other damn thing. Now we've got to go for the throat as well, which is quite nice. I would have imagined there being some plaza of heroes in the mana base. Maybe just didn't draw one, but this looks to be like 5-color legends. Okay.
I could sneak right by.
Nandato.
I got someone on the inside who can help.
Oof. Okay, I think we're gonna go for Ob Nixilis here. And I will minus this time, even though we already got the body dropper.
Go sow some chaos.
I may even have double minused.
Plead.
The cool thing is here, I can sack the devil at instant speed and destroy something. Probably Talia. Starting to be a little bit of a thorn in my side. And then we can Brotherhood's End and sweep up the rest. He gets to draw a card, so do I... Does he go for my Planeswalker? We even get the replacement opportunist. Cool, bro.
How dare you destroy what I built?
I'm gonna back up Ob Nixilis.
I know something.
I'm really not that bothered.
By coin or carnage, tribute is owed.
I'll let the forge go off first. Okay.
Whoops, you caught me.
Your defiance is amusing.
Double forge, baby. Double forge. Let's get the boss out, please. This is a lovely match. Interesting. There's Joda. I knew he was coming. Sorry, Joda.
Defy me, and you'll lose everything.
He may have a way to save it in hand. He doesn't. Woo-hoo. Well, that's cool. 2 counters on the body dropper, and that's probably going to be the game. Swing, swing. Farewell? Didn't think so. How are we doing for time? Alright, that's perfect. 45 minutes on the dot, almost. So yeah. A fun, janky brew that wins more than it loses. Not gonna be like breaking standard at any point. Could we build it slightly better? Maybe. I did promise I would at least show you the alternate version, simply called Dropping Bodies. So we'll jump into that first before we have my final thoughts. But Dropping Bodies was playing some Drivnods and trying to take full advantage of this double death triggers thing. So we got Drivnod that says that if a creature dying causes a triggered ability of an opponent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. So, you know, let's have as many things with death triggers as possible. So Riveteers Requisitioner, Iron Apprentice, the Body Dropper, and that Sushi, all with double death triggers, was making for a pretty interesting, as you can see, very similar, very similar deck. But with some slightly different removal options. Trying to go lean a little bit into Drivnod over here, and it was good, but it wasn't as good as the Body Dropper. So I'll leave it up to you guys to take this one for a spin and make some adjustments and see if you can't come up with something better than I did. But there's definitely something to Drivnod, and we still need to have a look at him. So yeah, more on that in another video. You'll just have to stay tuned. But for tonight, jumping back into the brew. Fun, man. Just fun. The Forge boss didn't do as much as I'd hoped it did. You know, in testing, I had some matches where I managed to land a couple of these, and then just every Forge token that gets sacrificed, it's 4 damage to the opponent. And I've stabilized boards against mono red. You know, that nice big chunky booty. It was nice. So I didn't really prove its worth in the deck, in the gameplay footage, unfortunately, but you'll just have to take my word for it. Otherwise, the rest of the brew just hums along fantastically. Ob Nixilis, what a house. Would have liked to try and make a copy of a Forge with the Mycosynth Gardens, but that didn't unfortunately come up, but I still think it's worth its place in the deck. Eaten Alive, amazing right now, as you saw in a few of those matches. I have nothing much else to add. I would leave it just as is. So yeah, that is going to be it for tonight's gameplay footage. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We are rapidly approaching that 900 subscriber mark. I beg your pardon, 1K, the fabled 1K, at which point my channel gets monetized, at which point, you know, a big giveaway is going to be triggered. So please share the video around to all your friends. Let's try and get there as quickly as possible. It would really make my day. But yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. And until then, this is Lone Fox from the BrewLab, signing out. Peace, y'all.